Alright, I'm going to walk you through the process of installing the water pump onto a motor now. So I'm at the point where cylinder heads are on, timing chain cover is all torqued down, oil pump or oil pan bolts are torqued down. Now I just need to get the water pump on here to close up the block and make sure nothing gets inside. So all I have here is just a shop rag, and it's got some rubbing alcohol on it. You could use like brake and parts cleaner on this too. I've just been using alcohol on everything else so far because it doesn't leave a residue, but any of them will work. So I'm just wiping down those surfaces and making sure all grease is off of them. I've already taken a razor blade to them to get them flat and get any old gasket material off. So at this point it's ready to go on. See, with what I have here though, make sure all that paper gets out. I'm also going to wipe the surface of the new water pump. So same thing here. Just got my blue shop towels. And then just some regular rubbing alcohol. Put a little bit on my shop towel. And then I'm going to wipe any of those gasket mating surfaces off. What this is doing is making sure that there's no oils on any of these surfaces, which is going to help it create a good seal and prevent any leaks. My next step is going to be to put some new bolts through the water pump, and then they go through the new gaskets, and then I will attach that to the block. Alright, I'm now going to go ahead and torque this water pump on. So there are 6 bolts. I've got all the bolts in, the gaskets up, and them just snugged in. What I'm going to do is they kind of make a V shape on both sides. I'm going to start with the middle one on both sides and then make an X pattern across. What this is going to do is make sure that everything is sealing evenly. And then also, this water pump has 2 different steps that it wants me to tighten bolts in. So first pass is 11 foot-pounds, which you'll see me do here. So I've got all 6 down to 11 foot-pounds. I'm just going to double check them real quick. So it's very important that you follow torque specs with all these parts, especially if there is some sort of fluid running through, because if you don't torque them down properly, you're probably going to end up with a leak. So I've got my first pass done. I've got a second torque wrench here set already for my second pass. And this one is going to 22 foot-pounds. So first one is 11, this one's 22. Alright, so there I did all 6. I'll double check them again quick, just to be sure. And that's it for torquing down the water pump. If you notice on mine, so mine isn't going to be run anytime soon. So what I did with these main ports is I put a plug in them. The reason for that is so I don't end up getting, I mean there could be bugs, whatever else, debris, junk getting inside there, which can foul up the cooling system. It could plug up the cooling system and cause overheating issues. So it's just a good idea to plug anything up that could possibly get something in it. So if you notice here, I have two hoses coming off the side. Those are for my heater hoses, which are going to go to my heater core. These ones I'm just going to put tape over because they don't have plugs that actually fit in them. So that's the process of installing a water pump. If you notice with this one too, this one doesn't have the threads for putting on a mechanical fan. I didn't need that for my case because I'm running an electric cooling fan in the car that I'm putting this motor into. So that's the reason why I switched water pump styles, and I also switched where the outlet is, and that's for clearance with the intake manifold that I'm using on here. So that's the process of installing the water pump.